Rude is what you are.
That's it.
Dom, speak.
It's me done.
Testing. Testing, test.
I love how much like Matt Berry you can sound.
Test. Oh,
In the UK.
UK people. In the UK girls.
You're listening to another Geek Pride podcast. Welcome to Gentlemanly Chats.
Hello and welcome to the gentlemanliest of chats. I am the resident beard, the legendary beard, the honourable beard, Mr. Miguel Orvis II. Don't hit that button or I'll fucking end you. With me sometimes when he feels like it, but never sharing the podcast because he thinks it's fucking awful, but still remains to be a guest / co-host sometimes. It is, with me, young Nicholas.
You alright?
No.
Oh, alright.
But that's a different story for another podcast. And we have a very special guest with us today that I may have put a glimpse of which at the start of the podcast, like we want to do a little skit, a little bit of play, a little bit of japery. With me is co-host of See If It Sticks, the podcast that I've spoken about on this very podcast, in which they solve your first world problems, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. It is Mr. Dom Alexander.
How you doing? Hello. Hello.
I like that you're saying it like this is a time when people would applause.
Yeah, well, you know.
Hello, yes, it's me. Hello.
We can just chuck that in.
Yeah. I'm not going to remember to do that. So, it's
Gentlemanly Chats recorded in front of a live studio audience.
at the UK. Yes. So it's been a while since myself and you got together, young Nicholas. And we've got a special guest with us today.
Yeah.
I might even record another one with Dom.
Oh.
Well, you got to go like in an hour.
A really nice chicken.
You're going to eat a really nice chicken.
Yeah.
What?
It's going to be cooked.
Right.
Yeah, I'd hope.
That's it.
Okay. What's the story of the really nice chicken? Where are you going?
This was the chicken that you were invited round for.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so-
Yeah. Nick's mum invited me over for dinner. Unfortunately, the rest of the family are going to be there, but never mind. Small steps. Got a hug out of her yesterday. That was nice. What? I was sad. I had a reason for... Really? Really? Because in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to talk about how much of a terrible friend you were yesterday.
I dealt with it the only way I could, and to me, it was brilliant. I offered to make you a sad song playlist for you to drive home to.
And that would have been funny for the first two songs, and then I would have pulled over and started crying.
Damien Rice and some just everything.
Do you know what? Fucking Damien Rice. I remember that song. Don't tell me to fly. When I broke up with a girlfriend in Canterbury, I was drunk. Decided to buy a load of.
I didn't know this one.
You didn't try to fuck this one, no, okay. Nick. I tried to. I went to Asda and got drunk, and then we tried to buy.
Drunk in Asda?
Yeah.
You got drunk inside of an Asda?
I got drunk, then went to an Asda.
But you said I went to Asda and got drunk.
I got drunk and went to Asda.
You got drunk and then went to Asda?
Yeah. Do you know there's a song about Asda by a kid called... Oh, what the fuck is his name? African Boy. It's a garage track. I think you should play it. We get pulled. It's literally called Lidl by African Boy. If you can find that, that'd be great. So you've got the pad, so yeah. Chop chop, crack on. Anyway, but that came on the in-store radio.
What? Maya, liberate your loving arms. That one.
No, the fucking Cannonball.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Okay,
So I'm looking for ale, and it's like do, and I'm like, and in my drunk state, I was like, it'd be really cool and spiritual and soulful if I sang now. So I'm in the beer aisle going, stones taught me to fly, just like getting fucking ale and shaking and crying, and my mate's like, you're right. I'm like, yeah, love taught me to lie. I miss her so much. It was fucking great.
Wait, is that the Asda in Canterbury?
Yeah.
Definitely heard about that.
Did you really?
I used to work there.
Did you really hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard about some guy was like sort of drunkenly crying, singing in the beer aisle. I've definitely heard that story.
That's amazing.
How long ago was it?
2009?
Yeah, the people did say it was a while ago.
That is fucking incredible.
You are part of Asda Canterbury legend.
Asda legend. I like it. Have you got it? Oh,
God.
No.
It's called One Day I Went to Lidl.
Yeah. This
One
is a real.
Day
This
I
is a
Went
real.
to
This is a real song. Get ready. Get ready. We're gonna get right to the Asda bit as well in a minute.
Check it. One day I went to Lidl. I went to shoplift in Lidl.
But I got caught in Lidl. Now don't go back to Lidl. One day I went to Lidl. Asda. I got caught in Asda. Now don't go back to Asda. You don't have to play it now.
Good.
It's incredible. In a really bad.
I want to know if he got stopped at Sainsbury's or Tesco's.
Well, you'll have to listen to the rest of the song.
Where will he get his food?
That's all the free plug-in he's going to get.
And then I went to Waitrose.
One day I travelled to Waitrose. I went to shoplift in Waitrose, but I
They
got
had
told to
quail.
not do it.
Not kale.
Now I can't have any quail. Yes. So the format of this podcast. Let's probably try and remember that because we're 6 minutes in and
Do we have a format?
Yes, we have a format. Mike's likes and Nick's picks. Then a general discussion about an overall arcing theme, or random discussion which you won't share either way. So, Nick, what this week has made you happy?
VR.
VR.
It's amazing.
The concept of VR.
Yeah, just like...
Oh, you've actually...
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, young Nicholas went to EGX Resd.
It's so good. I touched.
I touched
I
a
just
girl
touched.
and a boy.
I played with the PSVR.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, so as...
Christopher,
Is it worth my pre-order?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as we walked in, because you get the time, you get like a slot, and so they try and herd you into this pen where they give you PlayStation water.
Did you get me some?
No. It was normal water with a PlayStation sticker around the bottle, and that was it.
That's incredible.
PlayStation.
No.
I bought Fallout beer, Nick.
Yeah, but the Fallout beer sounds a lot better than the PS4.
PlayStation water.
PS.
Yeah, but as we walked in, so we were watching some guy play it, so he put the headset on, and as he's playing it, like, his... just 10 seconds of playing it was all I needed to know, because he just burst out laughing and said, like, this is incredible.
Right.
And so I put it on, I'm playing Rigs. Which
Oh,
is,
that looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mech combat thing.
Mech combat / football, basketball kind of thing.
Brilliant.
Because you get 3 kills, you
Yeah.
go into overdrive, and you just have to jump through a hoop to score a goal. which is incredible.
You are the ball.
Yeah. Excellent. And your mech has like power mode, speed mode, or healing mode.
Right.
Ah.
But as you're doing it, so you're looking around and you're like, okay, that's cool. You look like a complete pleb. Because I just start tilting my head like 90 degrees. But then like you look down and you still expect to see your body, and it's not, and you're like, oh gosh. But jumping, falling, looking where you're about to land, it really messes with you, and like you feel your stomach go up as if you're falling.
Right.
And at no point did I think about the outside world. I was like, okay, this is me, and it's so good.
Did you experience like motion sickness?
No.
Because I hear a lot of people feel sick after about 20 minutes.
Yeah, there are some games that I've heard. There's a demo for Drive Club,
Right.
PSVR, and that, because you're going around corners and having a look, your body, your head is telling you
should be feeling.
Well, it's like those
Yeah.
4D roaster cola experiences, aren't they? You know,
Roaster coaster.
Roaster coaster.
Roaster coaster.
Roller coaster experiences where they basically put you in a cinema and then you've got the screens all around you and then you're on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
And then the seats move and shit.
Because they're doing that at Alton Towers. They've just opened a new VR. It's called Galactica.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not
Battlestar.
about the same. The series of the same name.
Sexy robots.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a Pornhub stream for that.
So this is a ride where you're not actually going to see this time when you're going to be in an accident and your legs are going to have to get cut off.
What?
Is that Alton Towers?
Yeah, that's with the Smiler.
Yeah.
I went on that
Did
not
you?
so long before it broke. It was a really good coaster.
Yeah.
The theming was spot on.
Wasn't this roller coaster was one that replaced Air? Is it?
No, still there.
Oh, okay.
It replaced something. It's next to Oblivion. So
Yeah.
whatever was next to Oblivion, that's
Okay.
what it replaced, if there was anything next to Oblivion.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited for VR myself.
Yeah.
but I want to try it before I buy it because I really wanted to go to EGX first. But
it's not something that by talking about it you can do it justice.
Yeah. See, this is the thing I think they should be doing because I used to work in game, and what I would like to see is like Sony rolling it out across all stores, doing a day in store with a like a rep or something like that. Because that's the only way people are going to buy it. Because you do, like every video I've seen of people doing it, you look like a real prick.
I'm writing an article for New Grind tomorrow. It won't be tomorrow when you hear this podcast, but tomorrow about there's a Facebook group. I'm from the Medway area, and I'm part of something called the ME postcode group, and the reaction to they've just obviously because they're fucking people from Medway. Who they're all old or stupid. They've only just discovered that VR is a thing. Right. We've known about it for like 3 years. Yeah. They're just like, and the responses, they're just incredible. They're just like, it's not right. It's not right. They're gonna replace going outside. And the best comment I saw was someone going, when I was a kid, right, I was told not to walk in front of the telly or sit in front of it too close so I'd get square eyes. And now they're telling me to put on a pair of glasses with 2 TVs on them. I think it's going to ruin all of our eyesights. Right. They've definitely not thought about that. No. You've completely revolutionised VR, mate. You should be on the fucking team, the VR team. Knob end. Yeah. But I'll be writing an article about it tomorrow. Trying to make it funny.
Have you seen the Vive?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff like
sounds like a
job
porn
simulator.
thing.
No, the HTC Vive is basically what Valve's backing.
Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
And it's got motion controllers, and basically they've done a simulator game for it called Job Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks hilarious.
Yeah.
But apparently it's the game, like I read, was it Kotaku?
Yeah.
He said basically wrote like, it's like takes you about an hour to complete. But it's the game he's going to roll out every time someone comes round. Yeah. Like Wii Sports, apparently it's like the Wii Sports of the VR.
Yeah, which is what
anyone can pick it up.
Yeah, Sony had Playroom for free
for
on
the
PlayStation.
Yeah,
they've got Playroom.
That was
VR.
that thing that they rolled out in the in the Sony event, wasn't it? With the hitting the thing back and forth. That didn't really work.
No. Playroom is you can download it on your PS4 now.
Right.
It's basically like little creatures inside your controller, and it's basically just showing you all the new things that PlayStation controller can do,
which none of them have been used.
Yeah. Well, they've got Playroom VR,
right?
And it's like so it's going to be free when the VR headset gets released.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like the Wii Sports. It's what the console needs, and it's Wii Sports mixed with Nintendo Land.
Right.
So it's showing you everything you can do with this headset, and also bringing the family in, because Sony have gone for this is a family thing, and where they've got the external processing unit. So whatever, say the VR guy is seeing on his screen, we're different from what is on the TV.
Right.
So I can have that on my head, and I can be a massive dragon. And you two can be people running away from me.
Cool.
So I see it from the dragon's eyes, and I'm the dragon. There's another thing where I'm a cat and you two are mice. Right. And you've got to run around, and I just occasionally peek out behind a curtain, and if you stop moving at that point, you hide underneath something. So it's my job to catch you out.
Okay.
And it's basically just little mini games that you can play for 20 minutes, just including everyone, and that's what's going to sell VR.
Something...
I think so.
Just going off on a slight tangent, I saw something incredible on Twitter yesterday. Someone's gran, they've got a Dachshund or a Dachshund or whatever the fuck, a wiener dog. And if you don't know, in the USA, people are terrified because their dogs are tiny. They're terrified that owls will take them. Owls attack dogs. If you want to hear an incredible story about an owl attacking a dog, you'll find it online, the Kevin Smith owl story. It's incredible. But anyway, you said about hiding. That's what reminded me. This person's grandma literally crocheted an outfit for the dog that was grass and dirt. Yeah. So the owl wouldn't think the dog was outside, which I think is incredible.
That's crazy. But yeah, as a whole, I only played on the PSVR. Oculus and Vive had their queues were ridiculous.
Right.
But if money wasn't an issue, I'd get a Vive. And if space wasn't an issue, I'd get Vive, because you need like a massive play area, because you've got cameras in 4 corners.
Oh, right.
Because it's a proper, you move about.
Oh, right, okay.
I went to the Eurogamer podcast, recorded live, and they were talking about there's a game where you're in a virtual kitchen.
Right.
You and 3 friends. So you're all in this space, and you've all got to do different things and wash up and just cook tomatoes and everything.
Yeah.
And as a normal level, that would be fine. Then you've got levels which is on a boat. And so every time the boat turns, bits will slide. So the level layout will change. So you basically have to be like, look, catch, throw a tomato at them, and they'll carry on chopping it.
Yeah.
And that seems like that's something that because I was saying, like, you need to be able to shout at people and tell them what to do. And I immediately thought of you, just like how much I would hurt when you just lose control and punch me because I didn't put a dish in. But that sounded really cool, but I don't have the space or 700 quid or a supercomputer to run it.
Yeah. What's the treadmill thing? The omnidirectional treadmill?
It's something completely different.
That uses an Oculus, but it's also
I thought they were using VR as well.
Yeah, for ages. When we went to... when I first went to EGX...
It's your other boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was my brother and Lily.
Alright, combined they could be your other boyfriend. They did the fusion dance.
Yeah. But they had that and like a early dev kit of Oculus. But it's basically just a thing with rollerballs on it. And you got a strap around your stomach,
right?
So you don't end up going tits over ass.
Yeah.
But that is incredible.
What they need is like when you get trampolines with a bungee cord on it.
Yeah.
That's the fucking future, right? Not on a fucking trampoline. But can you imagine if you've got like the bungee cords and shit, you can start diving out the way and stuff and track your movement. Yeah, like that. That's the fucking future again. When in about, I'm going to say 20 to 30 years, you're going to have a room that's your game room.
That's what I was about to say. It would never be viable for a home.
Yeah. It would have to be some place that you go out and.
Yeah.
If a good video to watch, it was quite a few years old now. It's Gadget Show.
Oh yeah.
Did Battlefield 4.
Yeah,
right.
And they didn't do it with VR, but they did it with 360 massive screens around him. And he's got the running, he's got the gun, surround sound, obviously massive room.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if they had like pain receptors or not. So
they did. Yeah, they gave him little shocks.
Yeah,
every time he got shot.
Christ.
Yeah, and that I would pay good money to go and just spend like an hour in that playing a game.
Mate, you pay me half of what you'd spend on that, I'll just punch you every time you get shot.
No,
but in the place where you get shot.
Oh, okay.
That did touring around for a while, that.
Did it?
Yeah, like random, like, you can hire shit out for corporate events and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think it was one of those. You could actually get that.
That's cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
nice. So, any other highlights from EGX?
A game called Expedition Viking.
Right.
That's really good. Team of 15. Year and a half. And it's like Fire Emblem meets Diablo meets XCOM meets open-ended story, being able to do whatever you want. Like you go in the small demo that we played, you go into a village and a side quest, someone wants to sacrifice a person so you can become closer to this cult.
Right.
To this cult. You can either sacrifice a person, sacrifice 3 enemies, or just kill the lot of them.
Yeah.
And take this religion for yourself.
Right.
And you're like, okay. And then,
I'm your god now.
And I started talking to the guys, and the next time I looked at the screen, they were checking a dead person's girth. And I was like, that's the noise I made. Just,
it was more like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It sounded like fucking Dr. Frankenfurter.
Anticipation.
Look at the girth. I bet it weighs 5 pounds. Yeah. Good
times we had.
Mike's likes. What do I like this week? As is typical with me, I'm going to pick comic books and music because I'm unoriginal. Deadly Class by Rick Remender or Remender. I think it's Remender.
Remender.
You've got it right there. Rick Remender. It's a classic like high school assassin school trope, but the thing that sets it apart is it's the most earnest fucking work I've read in comic books in a long time. A comic book hasn't made me emote like that since I read the 1986 Frank Miller run on Daredevil, when Daredevil's essentially depressed because, spoilers, Karen, what's her name, dies. His girlfriend dies of a heroin overdose because of the Kingpin. And him dealing with loss was the most accurate portrayal of someone dealing with loss that I've ever read. And it's a fucking shame that Frank Miller turned out to be a right bellend. Never mind. Rick Remender. I highly recommend it. It's like a kind of Black Mirror to your own sort of. If you're anything like me, and I'm going to assume we'd probably get on. That's why you listen to this podcast. It's kind of makes you a bit uncomfortable with some of the things that are said, but it's fucking good. It's fucking good. I currently have a line from it on as my background on my phone. It's happiness is just the absence of pain, and that's all I can hope for. I was like, fuck, man. Yeah, really made me emote. And as for music, a very, very old album from 1996 that I've just discovered, Pain of Salvation's Entropia. It's incredible. On par with some of the early Dream Theater stuff. It's really, really good. And it was because I went on a Pain of Salvation binge because, of all people, Nick showed me a song. Hey. They covered Holy Diver in kind of like a swing ragtime raga thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. I'll play it to you later because that will get us taken down. But yeah, it's fucking great, man. It's really, really good. And I found out that when they play live, if they play like acoustic sets, all their songs come out like in this swing kind of, and I was like, that's fucking cool. But yeah, Entropia, if you want to do it, it's a hell of a ride. I particularly recommend the track Stress because it's got an insane drum intro, and it's great. It's good. Right, Dom's fond
of.
Oh dear.
Dom's bombs? No. Kind of works.
If you had a cooking show, it'd be called Dom's Noms.
That's our next.
If you ever want to do a cooking show, I'm happy to produce with you.
That's a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
right there,
that's what
a YouTube channel right there.
And I've got puppets. I'm fucking ready.
Cooking with puppets.
I've got a raven. I've got a blue muppet. And I've got a dinosaur who's over there, and a Godzilla.
Isn't Godzilla a dinosaur?
Dom's Noms.
Dom's Noms
Right.
should be a thing.
You have to move in with me now.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that we've got like lighting and stuff. Nick will film it, and we'll just do bloke food.
Sounds good.
This
fall.
This has legs, gentlemen.
Dom's Noms.
It has fucking legs. You heard it here first, or
See,
like 3 months after.
Nick's got his cogitating face on right
Yeah,
there.
you are fucking ready for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's thinking.
With puppets.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of the puppets?
Maybe they'll satellite. But what? Because if you too close to the thing.
Oh, I thought you meant for comedic effect because I'm like, that's quite an expensive joke.
Yeah.
Hey, no, what do you? Flame fucking everywhere.
Like I wasn't filming.
I got 3rd-degree fucking burns for you! This withered fucking hand looks like a claw, and I get it replaced, and then you become
By a
Inspector
puppet.
Gadget. Yeah.
But this time it's made out of metal.
Yeah.
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 You should do it.
Well, yeah. Fucking, that's got legs. Absolutely.
We need a kitchen.
Because I don't have enough on my fucking plate. Yeah, it's alright. Me and Dom will move in together. It's going to be perfect.
Apparently so.
I think.
Got along
Do you want me to?
between two guys.
Yeah.
Right, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I'm gonna
What did I tell you if you hit that button? What did I tell you I was going to do? I was going to punch you in the arm, Nick.
Don't
you?
punch in. No
Because-
punching.
because
No,
you're gonna punch
always
me.
love.
Always love.
Always love.
There's always love between us.
There isn't.
I'll buy you dinner.
You're a terrible friend.
You
When?
didn't.
When did you buy me dinner?
Last night, you had a good risotto.
And I fucking... Nope. You fucking microwaved the risotto for me. I fucking bought you snacks.
My grated cheese on turkey.
I bought you snacks afterwards.
Did you?
In the shop, yes.
I've got a kick at home. Okay.
Good. Fucking podcast gold, that, you fucking jeb end. Right. What are you fond of this week?
Oh, what am I fond of this week? It's going to have to be something from gaming. I bought the pre-order of Battlefleet Gothic Armada on Steam, and that gets you into the beta.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Right.
It's very niche.
Okay.
I would say.
Yeah.
If you're into like sort of tabletop games
Yeah.
and Warhammer 40k,
Yeah.
you're going to be into this. And if you're a fan of RTSs with small amounts of relatively large amounts of micromanagement, you can make it as large or as small as you want because you can automate a lot of your fleet.
Right. Okay.
But if you like space games, you like spaceship porn, you're going to enjoy it. And it's really, really well done. It looks great. It's made in Unreal 4.
Okay.
So it looks amazing. You've got, at the moment, you can play as 3 races. The Imperium, which is sort of your regular human faction.
Yeah.
Space Orcs.
And black guys.
No.
Oh.
Space Orcs, so you can just ram their ships into each other. Yeah, you've got ship ramming in this as well, which is cool.
Okay,
It's basically like
ramming.
old style naval combat, but in space with broadsides and torpedoes and
If
things
you're in
like that.
space, can't you just go up and down?
No, it's only done on a 2D plane, like the tabletop game. It's like a purist translation of the tabletop game. It's amazing. And you can currently play as Chaos as well, which is sort of like demons and stuff like that. And they're releasing the Eldar faction next week for playing. And if you pre-order it, you get Space Marines DLC for free, which, as I know, pre-ordering for DLC, especially a faction, is always a terrible thing. But it seems to be something Games Workshop are pushing, because Total Warhammer as well, which is another game I'm really looking forward to. You have to pre-order to get Chaos.
Yeah, I saw that.
But you can still play against Chaos.
It should be called Total Warhammer, not Total War.
Yeah.
Warhammer.
Oh my god. I'm just calling it Total Warhammer from now on.
They're marketing books, so loads of people just they'll chuck a bit of card at you or a little thing like that. AGX Res, they gave you a full-on booklet about the game.
Yeah.
To market
They're
it.
really pushing it.
Yeah.
But it looks really good.
Because their sales are massively dwindling.
What?
In
What, Games Workshop?
Yeah.
Oh right,
the sales are massively dwindling.
What, the minis and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, they've fucked people with really fantasy battles.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, I've never really been a big fan of fantasy battles. I've always been a 40k guy myself. But I'm really, really looking forward to Total Warhammer.
I can't remember what Warhammer games I got on Steam. I got quite a few. I've got no idea.
Wasn't it that actiony one?
I've got that one as well.
Right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But cat.
It's just a cat.
But yeah, I can't remember what ones I got.
Obviously, Dawn of War.
Yeah, that's it.
gotta
I've
have Dawn
got
of
all the Dawns of War.
Yeah.
How well would VR work in RTS? Because you'd be like a disembodied head camera kind
You
of
would be
thing.
God, yeah.
Yeah, being able to be like.
I know. I think I'd prefer HoloLens.
How would map
For that.
scrolling work? Yeah.
Imagine that. You've got your fucking table, and then you just like
HoloLens would be
there,
you because it would be just.
and you've got like a one of those things that pushes the little figures around.
The Vive. Obviously, this is just
Mate,
ideas.
I don't care how many times you say Vive, it literally sounds like a sex toy.
That's fine.
It looks the motion controllers look a little bit like vibrators. To be honest.
I've never seen a vibrator like that. It's got like a dish on top.
Well, they look like some
clearly you're not using the right kind of vibrators.
It's like you can fit a bowl with like Watsits or whatever on top of it.
It's odd.
For
It is odd
snacks.
looking.
Yeah, but not when you're doing this. It doesn't matter how quickly you move it.
I want to give
The
for
Watsits
that.
are going to go.
I want to give for that. Well, I've just
One of those kids playing boy in the park.
I've just acquired a copy of Premiere Pro for editing videos and stuff with my new PC, and I found out that I can make GIFs, and I'm a bit excited about it.
You can do it with a free app on your iPhone as well.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Welcome to 5 years ago.
You can make YouTube videos on your phone as well.
Get out. And by get out, I mean get out of town. That sounds amazing.
Get out of town.
So I want to share something a bit funny with you. I'm trying to remain positive, guys, because shit's gone down, as some of you know. I won't go into too much detail, but the boss of Geek Pride, our grand Moff. What? What's wrong?
Nothing.
What's wrong?
Carry on.
What are you doing? You going on Steam?
Yeah,
You're really good at words today.
having a look.
Good work. What are you having a look at?
Shut up. Warhammer, Vermintide. Is that
Yeah,
Warhammer?
Vermintide. Yeah, that's the.
That looks incredible.
That is amazing to play. I've only played it on a mate's PC,
Yeah.
but it's the best when you're playing it with another person or two other people.
You got amazing reviews, and they gave out freebies for 33% off as well, or 50% off or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Carry on, Michael.
Is that what you wanted to talk about?
No, I can't remember what I was
You
going
have
to
to
talk
give me your
about.
steam after this.
Yeah, I was going to... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, like obviously, yeah, things have been a bit weird. And I got a call from the big boss, Grand Moff Geary, saying like, "Oh, hey Mike, I listened to your last podcast and you sound really sad. Are you sure you want to be putting that out on the podcast?" And I'm like, "You don't get it, man. You don't get it." I gave him this big speech about how like podcasting is the last bastion of like punk rock. And he just like Gentlemanly Chats is an earnest thing about my geeky fucking life and getting people in and having chats with them and stuff. So yeah, I guess we're at the half hour mark. You're the guest, so what do you want to talk about? I want to ask you a couple of questions about how your podcast came into fruition and give you an opportunity to plug it, because I think your podcast is one of the best podcasts I've listened to.
Well, thanks a lot, man. That means a lot. We work hard on it.
We do, yeah.
We work hard on it. Well, once weekly at least. But yeah, I mean, there's not really. I didn't really come in with anything I particularly wanted to talk about. I mean, I just thought I'd just go with the flow with you guys.
You got any burning questions? Anything that's really on your mind that you need to get off your chest?
Well, you took me to see Batman vs Superman today.
Okay.
I know we said we weren't going to talk about it because you talked about it a lot.
Well, we can talk about
But
it.
it was a hot mess. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I liked it, but it was a hot mess.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean,
I'm not getting out for any reason. Just a bullshit alarm.
I mean, this isn't my normal voice either. My voice is a lot deeper than it usually is.
Well, what's up with you?
Well, because I got very, very drunk on Friday night, and I was at a rugby game all day yesterday.
Brilliant.
So it's
You playing?
destroyed my voice. No, I watched it.
Oh, right, okay.
I think I mentioned this.
I
was
know.
in Coventry.
I might have been doing this for the podcast, so
Oh,
you
right.
could
Oh, right,
tell
yeah.
the story organically.
Sorry, tell the story organically.
Fucking hell! Peek behind the fucking curtain. Dom, tell the story about Coventry, you knob.
Oh, Coventry?
Yeah.
Oh, well, me and my friend Stu went up to Coventry on Friday night.
Shout out to Stu and Farley, regular listener. Keep it safe. Carry on.
Farley.
Hi, Farley.
Huh?
I like Farley.
You like Farley?
She's a good one.
Is she?
Yeah.
Cracking set of tits.
She's a good one.
That's not me agreeing or disagreeing.
I don't know, that kind of sounds pretty agreeable.
Yeah, I'd say you
I have
you
had
were
to
agreeing.
compliment them.
You've had to compliment them.
I didn't have to. It was raised.
Why were they raised?
Not my penis or her tits.
She asked you how her tits were.
Yeah, because we were dressed up.
Why were you dressed up?
I was a sailor girl.
What?
You've seen the pictures. I hope you've seen the pictures.
What?
Oh yeah, that.
As in, like Sailor
Oh,
Moon,
okay.
you were dressed up like
Mate.
a Sailor Moon girl?
I wish.
No, this is literally like a sailor. This is fucking incredible. Nick doesn't drink,
Right.
and it's a shame because when he drinks, he's really funny
Right.
and not a knob. But he drives everywhere and refuses to stay over my house.
I don't have a picture of me being a sailor.
So I'll find it. I'll find it somewhere. There's amazing pictures because his girlfriend and like her mates, they all fucking like woo woo party. Get right on it, boy, and all the rest of that nonsense.
Lads.
Yeah.
Banter.
Oh, well, I'm the Archbishop of Banterbury. Wah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's kind of.
If I was going to get locked up, I'll be in Bantanamo Bay.
Oh,
Nick, I didn't think I could hate you more, and you've just done it. You've plumbed new lows.
Here we go.
Oh, let's have a look. Delightful.
Yeah, but
That's
what's
something
incredible,
out of,
we'll
the
get to that.
20s right
We'll
there.
get to that picture in a minute. What's incredible is Nick doesn't drink, and he was designated driver. So there is an incredible because he don't show me yet. Don't show me yet.
Okay.
Because I want to tell him about it, and then yeah, it's fucking amazing. Nick was adamant that he was going to have fun because I kept taking it out of him. I'm like, you're going to have the fucking worst time. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to have a good time with my mates. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm going to have a good time with my mates. And I was like, all right, Nick, fair enough. Fucking.
That is what I sound
All right,
like.
buddy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, my ears need checking.
No, you've not. It's a running gag in the podcast.
I see.
This is Nick voice. Anyway, he I'll explain it to you after the podcast.
I see, okay.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, I'm having a good time, I'm having a good time. I'm like, you're fucking not, it's going to be horrible. And then the pictures, the next day, I said to him, like, how was it? He's like, yeah, it was great, yeah, it was really good, really good. And then I saw the pictures on Facebook, and I just literally copied the picture, sent it to him, just went, "You're a fucking liar," because it's incredible. You've got all these drunk hoes going, "Oh!" probably to like fucking either "Your Sex Is on Fire," something by Biffy Clyro, or that, or
Mr.
fucking,
Brightside?
yeah, Mr. fucking Brightside, right? They're all clearly being like, "Hey!" and Nick's going, "Oh, fuck my life."
In my defence,
Sure, you mean, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly. Well done.
I'm getting in on it.
it was good night. I was painfully sober though.
Wow.
Look at them. Whoa, you're sexy. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Zooming in on the picture right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song, by the way, has risen up the charts because of sad Ben Affleck. How brilliant is that?
Stupid people are stupid.
Yeah. They are. So there's no like burning. Tell us about Coventry.
Well, it's a town in the Midlands. No, we had a good time. We started the night at what is only can be considered the best Wetherspoons in the Midlands.
Right.
And then we passed a little place called Samoan Joe's Tiki Bar.
Brilliant.
Where we started talking
Can
to
you
the
say
barman.
that like Matt Berry, please?
Samoan Joe's Tiki Bar. There you go. And we were one of 3 people in there. We started talking to the guys at the counter, and they were doing 2-for-1 cocktails. So essentially, we got. You ever heard of the cocktail Zombie? Everywhere has a version of it. They had their own version, and as we were chatting to him, they thought we were good guys. So they gave us a free shot each of this 70% rum, and then they got a blowtorch and set it on fire in the glass that we had. I think it was very odd. Anyway, that's how our night started. They didn't ask us for any money, so we didn't pay.
Yeah.
So we just sort of walked away with our drinks.
And now they're like Coventry's most wanted.
Yeah, obviously. We started talking to this gay guy and his sister, and we're like, we don't know where we're going tonight, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they proceeded to take us on a whistle-stop tour of the best gay bars in Coventry, at which point I had drunk more than I had drunk in about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, we ended the night at the casino that was next to our hotel that was attached to the stadium in which we were watching rugby the next morning, playing blackjack with this guy and his sister. Just doubled our money without even realising. This is how drunk we were. I went in, I doubled my money, I came out, we went to bed at 6 o'clock in the morning, woke up at 9. When I woke up, my mate had been up for a couple of hours. When I woke up, I uttered this. He said it was like a primal scream from the depths of my soul, and I just got up and I went, I need to do the poops, like that. No word of a lie. It wasn't even for comedic effect. I wasn't even making a joke. I was just like, I need to do the poops, and I went in. So I did the deed, and as we walked out of the hotel, my shirt's inside out. Didn't realise this at the time. We look a fucking mess because we had to check out at like 11 o'clock. Who walks past us but Greg Willis from MasterChef, Lawrence Delalio, who's a famous rugby player, and another famous rugby player I cannot recall the name of. They stopped, took one look at us, and Greg Willis, you watch MasterChef, gave me one of those smiles. You know the Greg Willis smile?
Yeah.
Gave me one of those. And I was made up, but then we just kept on walking and went, gentlemen, and just kept on walking, and they just had to stop, and they all just started laughing, and that was my night in Coventry. We then proceeded to have to wait 5 hours for the rugby to start. We sort of just walked around this retail park, people gave us money, we looked awful. We walked into the Frankie and Benny's to have breakfast, sat down, the waitress walks up to us. No, we didn't say anything. She just goes, oh, like that. And she instantly wrote down coffee, orange juice, and she went, do you want our largest breakfast? And we're like, yes. My mouth was so dry, I could feel like every little bump and ridge at the top of my mouth. It was that bad. Also, I was so tired and drunk when I got in, I forgot to have a pint of water. So you can imagine how bad I felt. Yeah. Anyway, that was my night out at Coventry. And Wasps won the team we were there to watch, so it was a good time.
Sports.
It was a good time. Sports.
I still haven't drunk anything like the amount I drank when...
You were sick in the box.
The cardboard box.
Yeah.
What's this?
We had...
It's the one time he's been out drinking with Team Noob Grind.
It was drinking and Cards Against Humanity.
And I've never.
And
the I've never that we can never repeat.
Yes.
Because we found out some shit about each other and went, never again.
Oh, really?
Never again.
It got to a point where I burst out crying, and I just went, "You don't have to say this stuff," because he knew what I was thinking, and it was just like. But then we
What?
Yeah. We've been best friends since we were like yay high,
Right?
And then he went. Someone said, "I've never," and something fucking horrendous, and then it went, and I was like, "Shut up." Yeah. Have a fucking drink.
But we had really thick, rich barbecue pizza.
Yeah.
And then an hour or two later, we ordered more. And then it got to a point where no one knew where I was. And I came outside, and I'm sort of perched up on the wall, rocking back and forth with a drink and a slice of pizza, going. And then I came down with a cardboard. No, did I come down with the cardboard box?
No. Richie got the cardboard box for you.
For me, because that's all I could chuck up him. And I came down and felt sorry for myself and lay down. I then woke up maybe half an hour later.
Yeah.
So I went and fell asleep in the toilet for a few hours.
Yeah.
I chucked up in this cardboard box, which had...
Even though you were in the toilet?
Yes. No, well, I was having crap as well. And then all I had was this cardboard box. And then I came down and Richie was in the bed. And I was just like, so I'll have a 40-year-old man cuddle me, sure. And when I'm just cuddling this cardboard box, I wanted to die. When I chucked up, it was just the barbecue sauce.
Oh, I bet that burnt as well.
You could have reused it.
I don't know if you could have reused it. I think it would be biologically unsound to reuse it.
Yeah, so no.
You just don't drink?
No.
Not going.
Fine. I'm not drinking for a while after that. We did have a night planned for this Friday.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
No. Because like a month or two after, I went to a wedding and I had... because that night I was drinking everything.
Yeah.
I had loads of JD that night.
Yeah.
So I had just a JD and Coke at this wedding. And I smelt it, I was like, no!
I remember, it's why I can't drink a lot of ciders. Like shit cider. That fucking paint stripper shit.
Like White Lightning.
That people like.
Yeah.
No, not like White Lightning.
Or like Old Rosie.
Like a little bit Old Rose. I can tolerate Old Rose, like Biddendens.
Oh,
so
Biddendens.
Yes.
I love Biddendens.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast before. So if I have, skip through the next 2.5 minutes. But I was in a heavily abusive relationship. This girl fucking... To tell you the cream, the fucking icing on the cake, and not tell you all of what was going on. She used to beat me. She was like pricking holes in the condom, kind of mental fucking lady. Yeah, I couldn't leave the house for weeks. She would just like fucking literally attack me in the street if I tried to go to uni, and bit me. And fucking tried to gouge my eyes out.
Wow.
Just fucking mental. Yeah. Anyway, I had enough of her one night because I've only got so far. And I damaged my leg drumming a couple of days before because I used to have a lot of trouble with my left leg from, I shit thee nay, a long jumping accident I had when I was 17. And my knee went and became a massive... It's really not. It's really not. I wish it was bullshit. I did a standing long jump.
This is before the 5-year gap?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then you could have long jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You fucking prick.
5-year gap.
Oh, our friendship had a 5-year gap.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, that's fine.
It was like the time skip in animes.
Yeah.
But we didn't come out better.
I'm not. Fuck you. I'm better than I was 5 years ago. I was a lot more attractive back then, but
you had callus arms. Oh, 5 years ago from now?
I didn't have callus arms.
No,
Yeah,
5 years ago from now, you had callus
2011. Arms. Yeah, I did have callus arms, but I'm getting there. I'm getting fucking fit again. Because I got to. I don't want to die at 30. Anyway, so fucking, I'm hobbling and she's literally screaming in my face.
Right.
And it got to the stage I was so used to this. People in the street would stop her, and then she'd hit them and attack them, and then she'd go back, and I'd just walk. I'd just be like plod, 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 and then she'd like come back and then start attacking me again.
She sounds like she needs sectioning or something.
Yeah, she fucking did. Yeah. Here's the funny thing. She hated the girlfriend I had before, then tried to get pregnant with my kid, then couldn't and didn't, and then honey trapped the next guy that came along and then named her after my ex-girlfriend. What? Yeah, fucking mental.
Wow.
Mental.
That's
DEFCON
1 levels of bullshit.
Yeah. She's one, Pat the Demon away from being an actual villain. So fucking... Anyway, so I'm fucking just going on that, and something in me just went, and I went, I can't handle this anymore. And I was listening to Metallica all Nightmare Long, because it was 2008, don't judge me. 2009, sorry. So it had been out since September. So I was going, that Metallica's quite good, I quite like it, before, I'd realised. And so I'm listening to it, she's going, and I said, you're going to feel really bad when I hurt my knee. And she went, what the fuck does that matter? And I said, well, running's going to hurt. She went, what? And I literally pegged it. Literally just went, no. And then, in my paranoid, depressed 2009 state, I'm listening to All Nightmare Long, literally thinking I'm being chased. Because she was just standing there fucking screaming at me. She didn't fucking get chased, because I'm faster and stronger than she is. And yes, I'm sitting there wandering through the streets of Canterbury going I'm like, and the fucking lyrics, they'll hunt you down without mercy, they'll hunt you down all nightmare long. I'm like, the fuck is fucking coming for me? Anyway, I bowled into fucking the Cherry Tree pub, which is this tiny...
That's your first mistake.
Tiny fucking venue where they used to put on bands, and it's like the pub's no bigger than this room. Callus played there, and a dude broke his leg.
Oh no!
True story.
Cherry Tree should never have done bands ever.
Yeah.
It's as well. I think the Lady Luck's not great for bands either, because it's just as.
I'm not going to comment.
Right.
I got in trouble about commenting about the Lady Luck. It wasn't. It's not the venue. It's one of the promoters that I had a falling out with. Anyway. What are you doing with
I'm
the
just
Godzilla
moving his
legs? Okay.
Kind of looks like you're doing something with Godzilla over there.
You're using it as a marital aid. Okay, anyway. So I go into the Cherry Tree. I'd also just discovered Pearl Jam. Past the big two, obviously, the big two song, Jeremy and fucking Alive. I was like, I'm going to get into Pearl Jam more. So I downloaded all this stuff, and I bought 2 pints of Biddendens. Now, I hadn't eaten for 2 days because she wouldn't let me eat. Another thing. I was in the pub, shaking like a fucking shitting dog, listening to Better Man and Even Flow and Ocean, or Black. Could be Ocean. No, what's it? Hold on to the fur.
Pearl Jam all down sounds the same to me, man.
Dave will be listening to me and be like, it's fucking this one, and I'll be like, sorry bro. I can't remember. I think it's Oceans or whatever. So I'm sitting there just feeling sorry for myself, and I'm drinking this fucking Biddendens, and this stuff is 8% cider, and I use cider in quotation marks. So I down the first pint, and then I'm like, fucking hell, this is way. Then down the second pint, and then bought myself another pint, and this was within an hour, just 3 pints of this shit, and I was fucking destroyed. And I was wandering through the high street, literally stumbling around. Managed to buy a kebab. I don't remember that. Managed to buy a kebab. Got home. She rang me screaming. I'm like, fuck off, I'm pissed. This is fucking great. I love you. I'm going to be in the toilet now. So I was holding onto the toilet with my kebab, half eaten, and fucking like getting there. And then I woke up in bed with a sick bucket next to me, having thrown up. And now like and she was fine. It's how mental she was. She was fine. She was like, "Oh, you're so adorable. You tried to run away."
Next time I'll handcuff you when I need to shower you.
Right, Michael, look at your ankle. I cut it off.
So fuck mental. Anyway, that was a funny drunk time. But it means that like with you and JD, if I fucking smell like Biddendens, I get really I'm like no.
Yeah, the only time I've ever been almost that drunk was with Farley and Lily. And we were playing...
What's the one I came and picked you up?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
That was a different one where I didn't get as drunk. What's the thing where you've got the drink in the middle when all the cards...
Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
That was grim.
Ugh.
That was like a bit of everything and gin.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it got to a point where everyone even felt sorry for me, so we all put it in cups, and we all had a straw, and we were all taking a bit, and then running outside to gag heavily.
Oh dear.
It was not fun.
Oh my.
Oh my. But I haven't gone out drinking in ages.
Yeah, you need to.
I do it like twice a year though.
Yeah, I know. But we need to. Especially now. I really need to. When I move into my new place.
What's going on next Saturday?
What's going on next Saturday?
Yeah.
I haven't got my calendar with me, so I couldn't tell you.
We'll plan something.
I've apart from training, I'll have training. The next day, I've got a band practice with a new metalcore band, which I don't know what we're called yet because I don't know. And then on the Monday, I might be able to practice with another metalcore band because yay, stuff and things. Yeah. So, have any of you guys had any interesting? This week, it kind of broke in the news that there's this hidden Facebook message cache.
I knew that forever though.
It's been around for ages.
Yeah.
Just loads of people just went, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Well, I know fucking idea.
Because Messenger now will occasionally.
Yeah.
Lily had one from a driving instructor.
Really?
So they sent her a message, but it said you have a pending message.
Yeah.
And so it's just because Facebook now tells you, like on the website, it will normally tell you.
Yeah.
But that sort of got hidden down. But then the app has brought it back up.
Yeah.
But it's so loads of people have gone, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And actually, it's been around for.
I had about 20 messages spanning like 5 years since I've had Facebook.
Oh really?
Yeah. Including an incredible one from a jilted lover.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just this big like apology of like, I'm really sorry I got involved with you. It wasn't fair on the person that she cheated on to be with me. I feel really bad about it. Blah 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 blah. Just her fucking spilling her heart out, and I was like, I almost forgot who she was because it said Facebook user because she's clearly deleted her account.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So I'm just like, who the fuck are you? And that was funny.
Good times.
And Nigerian princes, and a lot of artists who were trying to get hold with me when I was trying to find artwork for a client.
Okay.
A drumming client, fucking years ago. I just had this influx. And I was like, oh, no wonder, because at the time I was like, I thought everyone was hungry for jobs, and they were. I was only getting 10% of the messages that I should have been getting. So nonsense. We are 52 minutes in. Has anyone got anything lastly that they want to bring to the table? I've got like another podcast worth of stuff, but I don't really want it because it's going to be quite a lot of me talking, a la the Tap episode.
Yeah.
Someone accused me of not supporting the scene, and I got really fucking annoyed. I've got it all on it. I've literally got a list of things I want to talk about. But yeah, maybe we'll do it another time. But maybe we'll do a podcast after this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if there's anything you've got that's.
I don't have anything at the moment. I haven't really brought anything to the table. I'm sorry.
Well, but fucking see if it sticks.
See if it sticks.
Yeah. So in 10 to 15 minutes, how did it come around? What's your mission statement, and why should people listen to it?
Okay. Sorry, I'm getting really croaky. I've got to record tomorrow as well. We've got to record an episode. See if it sticks is me, a guy called Dan, and a guy called Ross. And really, it's born from an original idea by Dan. We all wanted to do a podcast for ages because we're all big fans of like sort of people like Kevin Smith, and I'm a big fan of like Radio Lab and Welcome to Night Vale. I'm a big fan of
Welcome to Night Vale's fantastic.
Mike turned me on to that. But we all want to do a podcast forever because we all like talking in the sound of our own voices. So essentially, Dan came up with the idea of why don't we solve people's like ridiculous first world problems ridiculously?
Yeah.
So that's essentially what we do. So for instance, one of the first ever ones we did was about queues in supermarkets, and we came up with the idea that you should have a nan that sort of like people pushing in the queue and stuff like that, and have a nan that just goes whenever someone, because who doesn't listen to their nan? It's that sort of a thing. We also, do general chat, and we also talk about films and stuff. We will go on a tangent. But yeah, so that's how we started off.
One particular guest host you had where you went on quite a few times.
Mike's been on the cast, Mike's been on that episode, and it was good times.
And they never invited me back. For good reason.
We haven't had a chance to have another guest host on.
I know, I'm being facetious.
All right.
Nick, you should totally listen to it. I think I've told you before. We've probably listened to episodes in the car together.
Yeah. So during this, because I keep on meaning to subscribe, and I just forget about it because at the moment I've got so many podcasts.
Yeah. Same as, mate. Same as.
Which I just listen to either for my runs that I've really stopped doing and I need to carry on.
Yeah, we definitely need to get back on running.
And
I've genuinely considered going for like a daily run now, because I think with what's going on with me at the minute, I just need a bit of routine.
Yeah.
And I think working out is going to help because of serotonin and stuff. Yeah. So I'm literally, because when I'm going through what I'm going through, I typically get like bouts of insomnia. Which is basically like when I was a kid, I'll just wake up at 4 a.m. and go, and good morning world, and then go to sleep at like 1. And but what it means on the plus side, like tonight, I'm going to get fuckloads of work done, and then tomorrow night I'll probably do some writing, which will be good, and so I'm going to try and use the situation in a positive way as much as I can.
Yeah.
Sorry about being vague, podcast listeners, but it's all a bit of a thing at the minute. So yes, check out See If It Sticks. It's a very good podcast.
Yeah, I did just subscribe as well.
Oh,
because
well
I keep on meaning to, and now that it's just going to turn up on my thing, because I just go through the list and download it all.
And they'll talk about you, Nick. You can
send in your problems. Yeah. We've got a website, stickitpod.com. We've got an email, flingit@stickitpod.com. So if you have any first world problems, you listen to this, you have any first world problems, send them in and listen to the podcast. We try and get to new listeners' problems straight away, and then any other problems you submit after that, we sort of try and we've got a big stack, is all I'm saying. But stacks. We're on Facebook, Twitter, all that sort of thing. So
absolutely,
feel free to tune in. It's pretty good. Episodes come out the main episode comes out on a Thursday, which is the full length episodes, normally an hour, between 40 minutes and an hour. And on Monday we do the News That Sticks, which is where we try and solve a particularly ridiculous news story.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's very fun. And from the part that I've been involved with, I had a very good time.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you on again.
No. I've got a couple of long-time listeners, first annoyed and then happy, which is kind of like my modus operandi, really. Like, firstly, who's this prick? And they go, no, he's a lovable rogue. I think it's the beard. I think that's what sort of saves me. They go, oh.
Well, you can stroke him, so it's fine.
Please,
like
someone, if you do want to stroke me, hit me up at mikeorvismusic@hotmail.com.
I just wanted to mention as well, I have recently started writing for Geek Pride as well.
Yes, you have. I probably should have
This is a Geek Pride podcast.
Yeah. Dom's a part of Geek Pride, so check out his articles. Yeah. If you want to read stuff from us recently, at the time of recording this podcast, I did the Batman v Superman review, which is more of a rant about how stupid the fucking lot of you are. But, read it, because it's good. And what's the last thing you did, Dom?
Atari Vault review. I did a review of the Atari Vault.
They're pushing that fucking hard. I've seen that on my Facebook feed, like a sponsored post.
It's a good time. It's a good time. If you have nostalgia for those classics, go for it.
Yeah, wicked.
And also you can do local multiplayer.
Excellent.
For like Atari 2600 games and the arcade ones as well.
Yeah, nice.
And online, but the multiplayer scene was pretty dead when
That's on Steam.
That's on Steam. Yeah, I think it's about £15 at the moment.
Okay.
Right, we're gonna workshop now the Dom's Noms format.
Dom's Noms format.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. How do you start Dom's Noms? This lets me know if you're going to be a good YouTuber or someone I can't work with. He's got to pass the test, Nick. You can't tell him.
No, but
you can't tell him.
Nothing wrong with it.
There's fucking loads wrong with it. Yeah, there is. It's hackneyed and trite and terrible.
Is it like?
How are you going to start?
Is he like,
Noms?
oh hi guys, like that? Is that what you?
No.
Is that what you were like? That's wrong.
What's up, guys? Yeah. Welcome to Dom's Noms.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Excellent, good.
I wouldn't do that.
Good.
Not because I think it's hackneyed, just because that's just.
I'm thinking.
But I kind of do that when I start the podcast. I'll be honest with you.
No, I mean,
it injects a certain amount of energy at the beginning of something.
Well, that's why I go, hello and welcome to blah 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 blah. That's like.
I'm not going to say, well, what's up, guys?
Check out this fucking show.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking, Dom.
I was thinking something a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Just like maybe a little bit of like sort of
Bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah. You in a dinner jacket, right?
Dinner jacket?
Yeah, in a dinner jacket, and not much else. On a shag pile carpet, bottle of wine, roaring fire behind you. And what we'll do is do some slow pans.
Do we have any of these?
Yeah.
Do some slow pans over just freshly made dishes.
No, slow pans. Listen, slow pans over you.
It's not over my junk.
Yeah, extreme close up
With a Cuban cigar.
Yeah, just smoking a pipe or something, right?
A pipe
and then you know, like in Welcome to Night Vale, where Cecil will,
he says it's pronounced. He wants it pronounced.
Okay, fine. Cecil will give you like a sentence or a little bit of material beforehand.
Dark alleyways.
Yeah.
Lights on the sky. Welcome to Night Vale.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
So you could do like a thought, like a shower thought, right? Do you know what shower thoughts are?
No. What's a
So
shower
okay,
thought?
so imagine like the slow. Right. We're gonna
Other than these are suds, these are cleaning me.
okay. Right, we're going to workshop this right now. Nick, you need to do the smooth jazz. You're right, and then I'm going to be you, and
Okay.
and you're going to be the camera. So you don't have to do anything.
Okay, cool.
Or you can add to the jazz though if you want. Right? Okay. So I'll start you off, and then you carry it on. You want to hit some of that bass? When you drop two pieces of bread on opposite sides of the world, Earth temporarily becomes a sandwich. Welcome to Dom's Noms.
Okay.
Ba-da-da! Boom! Hi, welcome to Dom's Noms. I am Dom Alexander, and I'm in the UK.
Lynx or Axe in America have done adverts about shower thoughts now, and they're getting the shower thoughts straight from the Reddit board.
Are they?
Word for word. And so Reddit's all up in arms about it, and their YouTube is just... it's 50-50 split between Redditors being mad and people being mad at Redditors being mad.
It's a rapist! It's a fucking rapist!
Yeah, just like, people have said this before. It's like, yeah, but it's word for word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
See, that's the problem I find with the internet now. There's so many of these people using other people's content and passing off their own.
Freebooting and stuff.
Freebooting. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Reaction videos.
Yes. So yeah, I think we make this work, lads. I think we genuinely think we're gonna make this work, and this is gonna be one of those things where I get excited, and then it's not gonna happen.
No, because I've said we should do a cooking show before, and you went, no, I'm not doing a cooking show, and really threw your toys out the pram because there was an advert.
But now Dom's involved.
Oh, okay.
Look how sexy he is.
Apparently, you found your star.
Right? Yeah, and there's gonna be puppets. Brilliant.
Puppets.
You have an unnatural fix. Like,
because I bought fucking puppets to make videos and I haven't fucking been able to. That's why.
What's the return on that investment?
Yes, I fucking do want to return on that fucking investment.
just to enable
Because I've spent nearly £100 on fucking puppets going, yeah, we're all going to do this, Yeah, everyone's in. Sweet. Right, guys, puppets. Oh, I'm busy that month. Oh. Well, the next month, I'm not making puppet videos with you. Oh, okay. Well, I've made these 2 puppet videos. Yeah, we're going to cancel that. Oh, all right. Okay, well, then I'll just sit here with these puppets all on my own, feeling sad for myself. So, yes, there are going to be puppets, and there's nothing you can do about it. Cool. Well, I mean, that's it, really. We're at an hour.
we now can't release this podcast until we start doing Dom's Noms, or else the internet's going to copy it. Although they're going to copy our original YouTube kitchen idea.
Well, I mean, you've got 2 weeks then, because this will probably be when this is up. No.
How are we behind?
No, we're getting close. I've released a whole bunch at the same time because we missed it for 2 months. Sorry that this podcast's been kind of intermittent all the time. I've had shit going on, and I'm in charge of uploading, and it's just been a problem. It's the same reason that Playdate for Noob Grind, mine and Nick's show for Noob Grind, has been late as fuck.
We spent all of Sunday around a computer.
Yes.
Not this Sunday, obviously.
All of last Sunday trying to get it sorted.
Yeah. And
it just wouldn't work. So, we've had technical issues and there's been personal issues with both members. Sorry. And I suck. Sorry. Anyway, cheers for listening. one day this will be on iTunes. I don't know when. I've asked to have it on iTunes, but it's being delayed by senior management. So, whatever. If you're listening to this on iTunes, awesome. Like, subscribe, leave comments. I'd love to say we're out every Tuesday, but we're not. Well, there was a whole thing for a while.
It's all going downhill now.
It was, and I'm so alone.
Please hold me.
Again, if you want to send, nudie pics or just generally want to,
it just ends on your gentle sobbing.
just silence, and you just hit.
Me and Dom just going, we're going. Not again.
Just doors slamming.
Just from really far, like, fuck you, mate! You said you weren't going to do that!
You hear the car engines turn.
That fucking guy!
The screeching of tyres as they go.
Your phone ringing and just one of us on the phone just going, fuck you!
Please. Yeah. Cheers. Keep it geek, and we'll see you next week. I've been Mike.
Nick.
I've been Dom.
Do you want to make a noise at the end?
Oh, I do.
You like that,
I do
don't you?
I do this thing every week on See If It Sticks where I do some weird stuff at the end. Go again.
All right. I've been Mike.
I'm Nick.
I've been Dom.